Okay, I just want to see if I built that shot correct. Just for the camera. Just looking at the scenes. It's just about the scene, That's it. I'm just here to look cool. It's a beautiful place, Haven Farm in Knightdale. Love this place. But the sun is setting. I don't really want to move this too much. Hold on, you can see that sunset. That shit is beautiful. Beautiful. I just want to speak, I guess, to the lost men. I don't know why that's the word, but I guess that's the word. We should really use the space to educate each other, to really make things apparent. Because I feel like the more we educate each other about our struggles, about what we go through, especially the real deep shit, it's like, bro, that's the only way to make the world a better place for each other, is to at least be acknowledging what is actually going on. The hurt, the hurt in your life, the hurt in your brain, the hurt in your psyche, the hurt in your community, in your family, in your relationships, anything, just acknowledge what has hurt. I feel like 2025 has been such a huge year for everybody. Now, if you break down the numerology, it's the year 9. And the year 9, obviously 9 meaning this almost completion, this coming to the head of things. Think of, you start from 1, your new beginnings, you have 9, the endings. But also 9 can represent new endings and new or old beginnings. Things from your past that wanted to begin, or dreams and visions you've had years ago, or when you were a child, or things you've written down on your notebook, years ago. They never came to pass because there had to be other things before then. If you know, then you know. But these old beginnings, I guess we're going to go roll with that. Everything that you were meant to do in your life at this time, or in the next 3 months, next 6 months, next 9 months, it's like those things had to happen in your life this year. Things had to fall away. You had to break up with this person. You had to leave that job. You had to move away. You had to change every blood clot thing. Or, as Africans like to say, remove everything. Remove everything. So, if that has happened for you this year, then I guess I'm speaking to you. If that's not happened for you this year, well, whoop de fucking do. Buy yourself ice cream because you're a fucking special fucking snowflake. I'm playing. If you had a great year, I hope you have a better year next year. And same for all y'all. But in this year 9, in this year of endings, in this year of those old beginnings, we can say, coming back to life, those seeds you planted a long time ago, starting to really sprout in your psyche, in your dreams, and who you are, even if they're like real ones, like, oh, that business idea that you had. Because of what has been cleared out in your life, you have the space and the capacity and the time, the energy to actually focus on it, because that's what you was meant to do the whole time. Now, if it's another situation where it's something more spiritual, more etheric happening in your body, in your life, then a seed from a while ago that was planted in a dream or by a spirit or ancestor is now coming to light in your dreams now, or in your spiritual body, in your experience, your journey right now. It's been meant to happen, but that couldn't have happened when you first got the seed. When somebody's being born, they're not just coming out the womb the next day. Amazon Express Prime, no, you gotta let that shit sit. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be in the kitchen. So your blessings have been in the kitchen for like the past 9-12 months, maybe even 24. You know what I'm saying? They've been in the oven sitting. And then for me, having those prayers I prayed from a long time ago actually come to fruition in my life. Not exactly finished, not exactly in the way I thought it would be, but in who I am to be now. There is a great revival. And I feel like anyone who has gone through so much this year can relate, because you cannot deny that when you do go through the struggle, it's really meant for a reason. Now, some shit people go through and you just got unlucky. It is what it is, Shit happens to people all the time, but it's not your fault. But some things happen because it was meant to. I'm talking about, it could be the most dumbest. I did the most dumbest thing this year to myself, or in my relationships, and from those mistakes, I finally was able to see what had to change. And it's just tragic that it had to come in such ways I don't want to. But sometimes God, He's going to bless you in the ways you are asking not. You ask for a pot of soup, He give you ugali, He give you bread. But you don't know, with that ugali, with that bread, a man is going to come tomorrow and give you soup for free. But now you have bread to add with it. You know, it is a blessing you must wait for to come to completion. And sometimes when you're waiting, it just feels like nothing. It feels like you're in limbo, but you're not in limbo. But you're in control of your life, but you're not. And you have to really have the sense of faith that is so unshakable. I'm looking at all these trees over here. If you listen to the trees, I could tell you a lot of stories. These trees, they've been here through so much, longer than you could even imagine. Hurricanes, displacement. They've seen trauma. They've seen the native tribes here. You know, the Okinaji Saponi, the Lumbee, the Tuscarora. They've seen these tribes be massacred and drawn out and colonized. They've seen the plantations. They've seen Africans being enslaved here and tortured. They've seen so much. They've seen everything until this day, and they're still fucking standing. Obviously, some of these trees ain't that old. I'm being a little bit dramatic, but if you listen, they stay rooted, and as far as they go up, they go down. And if you went to your deepest trenches this year, then I'm telling you, if you haven't felt it just yet, you will very soon. This comeuppance, almost like you're coming up a staircase, but instead of just climbing up, you put one foot in front of the other, you start jumping 2-3 stairs. You didn't even expect the exponential success comes in exponential ways if you just wait, if you have the faith and you listen to what you must do, and you just keep listening. One thing I'm coming back to every day is just listening, to my body, to my spirit, to God, to everything, to what I must do, to who I must be in this life. Let me just cut to the chase. For those who have went through a lot this year, past years, currently still, let me tell you, I'm not saying it's going to get easier, but I'm saying, if you haven't felt that comeuppance just yet, if you haven't felt that rise, that phoenix coming out of the ashes just yet, or if you're feeling it, it's not coming as fast or in the way you thought it was, trust me, trust and believe. It's like you have to, I had this dream, I'll explain it later, but you have to accept that once you're moving on to a new stage of life, after everything has destroyed, you have to see what seeds are coming out of the ground. When the fire goes through the redwood forest or the sequoia trees, whatever those are, after the fire is cooled down, the ashes are there, you start to see some of the seedlings pop up. Some of those seedlings, they needed that. They wouldn't have sprouted unless the whole forest burned down. It's crazy, but that's how nature works. So how come we get twisted when our life works the same way? That makes no sense. Let's keep it simple. We are on earth, we're the same. We are of earth. This is our body. Our spirit's not of earth, but we are in tune with the natural ways of this planet. That also includes our timelines and our lives and our choices. And the things that we hate happened, but it had to happen, But I think all I really have to say is, again, those people who have gone through a lot this year, you're seeing yourself come up, or you don't feel it that way just yet. Just know that as far as you had to go down, as far as you had to meet yourself, meet your death, meet your demons, meet your darkness, meet your traumas, meet all of that. As far as you had to meet yourself in hell, that's as far as you're going to have to go to meet yourself in heaven. And that's all I'm going to say.